Top 10 Richest Man in History Forbes estimates the serial tech entrepreneur Elon Musk fortune to be about $220 billion, thanks to his companies including electric car manufacturer Tesla, rocket producer SpaceX, and tunneling project The Boring Company. Yet despite this astonishing net worth, 51-year-old billionaire don't even come close to the wealth of the richest people in history. Yup, that means Amazon's Jeff Bezos, Microsoft's Bill Gates, and Indian tycoons Gautam Adani and Mukesh Ambani also don't make the cut. Welcome back to the lavish life. In today's video, we will take a look at the top 10 richest men in the history of the world. Number 10. Emperor Shenzong of Song, estimated net worth to be around $30 to $50 billion. The Song dynasty, 960–1279, stands as one of history's economic powerhouses, commanding 25% to 30% of the world's economic output at its zenith, as noted by Professor Ronald A. Edwards, a Chinese economic historian at Tamkang University. This economic dominance stemmed from a blend of technological prowess and unparalleled efficiency in tax collection, far surpassing contemporaneous European counterparts by centuries. The dynasty's centralized governance, with the emperor wielding substantial economic control, facilitated strategic decision-making and resource allocation. Technological innovations, such as printing, paper money, and advancements in agriculture and metallurgy, propelled productivity and trade, fostering economic growth. The Song dynasty's legacy as a formidable economic force endures, demonstrating the enduring impact of effective governance, innovation, and fiscal management on historical prosperity. Number 9. Emperor Akbar, estimated net worth to be around $25 to $50 billion. Akbar, regarded as the greatest emperor of India's Mughal dynasty, presided over an empire that wielded significant economic influence, accounting for approximately 1/4 of the global economic output. Chris Matthews of Fortune draws attention to the insights of the late economic historian Angus Maddison, who suggests that India's GDP per capita during Akbar's reign rivaled that of Elizabethan England. However, Maddison also highlights a key distinction. India boasted a ruling class characterized by extravagance, surpassing even that of European society. This notion finds support in the research of economist Branko Milanovic, whose studies indicate that the Mughal dynasty exhibited exceptional proficiency in wealth extraction from its populace. The empire's elite class enjoyed unprecedented affluence, outstripping their Western counterparts. Akbar's reign, marked by economic prosperity and cultural flourishing, saw India's economic landscape shaped by efficient governance and expansive trade networks. The Mughal dynasty's ability to extract wealth, coupled with the opulence of its ruling class, underscores its status as one of history's most formidable empires. Akbar's legacy endures as a testament to India's economic might and the enduring allure of its imperial splendor. Number 8. Genghis Khan. Estimated net worth to be around $100 to $200 billion. Genghis Khan is undoubtedly one of the most successful military leaders of all time. As leader of the Mongol Empire, which at its height stretched from China to Europe, he controlled the largest contiguous empire in history. However, despite his great power, scholars say Genghis never hoarded his wealth. On the contrary, the Khan's generosity was key to his influence. Genghis has lots and lots of land, not much else. One of the bases of his success is sharing the spoils with his soldiers and other commanders, says Morris Rosabi, a distinguished professor of history at CUNY's Queen's College. Jack Weatherford, author of Genghis Khan and the Making of the Modern World, explains that Mongol soldiers, unlike many pre-modern armies, were banned from taking personal loot. After an area was conquered, every item taken was inventoried by official clerks and then later distributed amongst the military and their families. Genghis still received a share of the spoils, but that hardly made him rich. He built no palace for himself or family, no temple, no tomb, and not even a house, says Weatherford. He was born in a woolger yurt, and he died in a woolger. At death, he was wrapped in felt, like any common person, and then buried. Number 7. Cornelius Vanderbilt. Estimated net worth to be around $185 to $205 billion. Cornelius Vanderbilt, a titan of American industry in the 19th century, amassed a colossal fortune through his ventures in shipping and railroads. Known as the Commodore, Vanderbilt's strategic acumen and relentless drive propelled him to the upper echelons of wealth and power. Fortune smiled upon him as he capitalized on opportunities emerging from the rapid industrialization and expansion of the United States. His legacy endures as a symbol of entrepreneurial spirit and success, shaping the trajectory of American commerce and transportation. Vanderbilt's influence extended far beyond his lifetime, laying the groundwork for modern corporate America and establishing a dynasty that would leave an indelible mark on the nation's economic landscape. In the annals of business history, Cornelius Vanderbilt stands as a testament to the transformative power of ambition, innovation, and determination in the pursuit of fortune. Number 6. William the Conqueror. Estimated net worth to be around $229 to $270 billion. William the Conqueror, the first Norman king of England, rose to power in 1066 after the Battle of Hastings. While it's challenging to directly quantify his wealth in modern terms, William's conquest of England vastly increased his fortune through control over land, taxes, and resources. His reign saw significant changes in land ownership and governance, laying the foundation for the feudal system in England. In today's world, estimating William the Conqueror's net worth is speculative due to the vast differences in economic structures and valuation methodologies across centuries. However, considering his extensive land holdings, control over resources, and influence, he would likely be considered one of the wealthiest individuals of his time, with a net worth potentially in the billions or even trillions of modern currency units. His legacy as a conqueror and ruler continues to shape the course of English history and the global geopolitical landscape. Number 5. Henry Ford estimated net worth to be around $200 to $225 billion. Henry Ford, the pioneering industrialist and founder of Ford Motor Company, amassed a colossal fortune during his lifetime. At the height of his success, Ford's net worth was estimated to be several $billion, a staggering sum in the early 20th century. Adjusted for inflation and wealth growth over time, his fortune would be equivalent to hundreds of billions of dollars in today's economy. Ford's innovative assembly line techniques revolutionized manufacturing, making automobiles more affordable and accessible to the masses while catapulting him to immense wealth. In today's world, Ford's net worth would likely rank him among the wealthiest individuals globally, possibly even placing him in the upper echelons of the billionaire elite. His impact on the automotive industry and mass production continues to resonate, cementing his legacy as one of the most influential figures in modern industrial history. Number 4. Andrew Carnegie, estimated net worth to be around $310 to $370 billion. Andrew Carnegie, the steel magnate and philanthropist of the late 19th and early 20th centuries, amassed a fortune that, when adjusted for inflation, would be staggering by today's standards. At the height of his wealth, Carnegie's net worth was estimated to be around $372 billion in today's dollars, making him one of the wealthiest individuals in history. In today's world, Carnegie's fortune would likely still be immense, placing him among the ranks of the ultra-rich. However, it's challenging to draw a direct comparison to contemporary billionaires due to the vastly different economic landscapes and industries. Nonetheless, Carnegie's impact on business, philanthropy, and society resonates to this day, with his legacy evident in institutions like Carnegie Mellon University and numerous libraries and cultural establishments across the number 3. John D. Rockefeller, estimated net worth to be around $340 to $400 billion. Rockefeller began investing in the petroleum industry in 1863, and by 1880, his Standard Oil Company controlled 90% of American oil production. According to his New York Times obituary, Rockefeller was valued at about $1.5 billion, based on a 1918 federal income tax return, and estimates of his overall fortune, the equivalent of almost 2% of U.S. economic output that year. According to data compiled by Measuring Worth, the U.S. did not keep official records on national income until 1932. The same economic share in today's date would be equivalent to $341 billion. Number 2. Mansa Musa, estimated net worth to be around $400 to $415 billion. Mansa Musa, the king of Timbuktu, is often referred to as the wealthiest person in history. According to Ferrum College history professor Richard Smith, Musa's West African kingdom was likely the largest producer of gold in the world. at a time which gold was in especially high demand. Just how rich was Musa? There's really no way to put an accurate number on his wealth. Records are scarce, if non-existent, and contemporary sources describe the king's riches in terms that are impossible for the time. Some tales of his famous pilgrimage to Mecca, during which Musa's spending was so lavish that it caused a currency crisis in Egypt, mention dozens of camels, each carrying hundreds of pounds of gold. Smith says 1 year of Malian gold production probably generated about a ton. Others said Musa's army consisted of 200,000 men, including 40,000 archers. Troop numbers even modern superpowers would have a difficult time bringing to the field. But to get caught up in the king's exact wealth is to miss the point. As Rudolf Ware, an associate professor of history at the University of Michigan, explains, Musa's riches were so immense that people struggled to describe them. Number 1. Augustus Caesar. Estimated net worth to be around $4.4 to $4.6 trillion. Augustus Caesar's reign over the Roman Empire marked a pinnacle of economic dominance, with the empire contributing 25% to 30% of the global economic output during his era. Stanford history professor Ian Morris highlights Augustus's astonishing personal wealth, which at one point equaled approximately 1/5 of the empire's economy. This staggering fortune, estimated to be around $4.6 trillion in today's world, underscores Augustus's unparalleled economic influence. Morris's assertion that Augustus once possessed sole ownership of Egypt further illustrates the extent of his wealth and power. Indeed, Augustus's consolidation of economic resources and territories solidified his status as one of history's most formidable rulers. His reign not only reshaped the economic landscape of the ancient world, but also set a standard for imperial wealth and authority that remains unparalleled to this day. That's all from today's video. Please like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification for more such content. Thanks for watching.